Hey, Doug, we talked about the decision to punt at the end of overtime last week and how that, the message that sent was going for two in the first quarter. Were you trying to send a message with that decision? What went into that?
Just my decision to go. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the whys. I just elected to go. We executed the play and got the two.
Dave and then John McMullen.
Hey, Doug, Carson wasn't perfect, but what did you think of his performance today? It was pretty gutty.
Very gutty. He played very well. And he played inspired. He led the football team tonight for the win. I mean, and quite frankly, I mean, yeah, it might not have been perfect, but he gutted out several plays tonight, and my hat's off to him for just continuing to battle and continuing to stand in there and make some tough throws and some tough decisions, and he did a nice job. This was really more importantly though, really a team effort, team win tonight.
John and then Rob Motti.
Hey, Doug, you always talk about the next man up mentality, and that really a 10-second span. Travis made the big play, and then Alex, who was only in the game because TJ got hurt, got the pick six. Can you talk about those two guys particularly and them stepping up in such a big situation?
Yeah, in Travis's case, he's been flashing, in practice, and obviously with the injuries there at the position, been able to get him up and get him some work, and I think he's got a good relationship with Carson on the football field, and it's something that we can continue to build, on his performance. I thought he played well. We'll look at the tape obviously on the ride home, but and then in Alex's case, this guy he's kind of the unsung hero. I mean, this guy's he's a four-core special teams player. He's a backup role player on defense, and he just battles. He comes to work every day. He's always in a great mood. He's excited. He's excitable. Guys rally around him, and I was happy for him to get that, pick six. Obviously the interception, and then obviously end in the end zone. So, just a great play by him. But again, two guys that are well deserved.
Rob and then Kristen.
Doug, what is it about this team that when you're up against it, adversity strikes, injuries are piling up, you guys always seem to find a way to respond, find a way to win? And how does first place sound to you?
Well, having played 4 games and first place sounds really good, right now. But we got a long season ahead of us. Only the first quarter of the season is done, and we got a long road ahead. One game at a time mentality. But I'm gonna tell you something. These guys don't quit. It's a resilient group. I'm so happy to be being able to coach and lead them, and it doesn't matter what the adversity is, what they're faced with. These guys seem to rally around each other. This is a tough road game to come out here on the road. Traveling East Coast to West Coast, play on a Sunday night is tough. It's tough on the guys, but they seem to find a way, and my hat's off to them, and excited for those guys in the locker room.
Kristen and then Jimmy Kempski.
Hey, Doug, you touched on Alex Singleton there, but for your defense to be able to get those 3 turnovers for, really the first time this season, I mean, what did it mean for the confidence of the defense to be able to kind of get that ball rolling?
Yeah, it's something that we've talked about quite a bit here lately, and being able to protect the football, obviously, and then get the takeaways. And tonight we got the 3 takeaways, which was huge. I mean, they were critical parts of the game, and that's what it takes, to win games like this against good opponents. You need something to go your way, and those were key moments that our defense, I thought the D-line played really well, putting pressure on the quarterbacks to be able to cause some of those interceptions, and then obviously the fumble. But it's just a great effort and I'm excited for the defense so they got those takeaways.
Jimmy and then Jeff McLean.
Hey, Doug. Carson had 65 rushing yards and a touchdown last week. Tonight, 37 and a touchdown. Can his ability to make plays with his feet sort of offset, the recent struggles with accuracy and the fact that you have so many receivers hurt? And is that something that you encouraged him to do, or something that he just kind of took upon himself?
Well, part of the game plan, each week, and really, Carson does a great job of taking off when he needs to and making plays with his legs, and some of it's by design, some of it's obviously part of the run game, where he can keep it, and we just gotta make sure we're doing the right thing as far as kind of protecting him as well. We don't want to put him in those situations where he's always taking a beating that way or being hit. So but he was smart tonight. We encourage him to use his legs when he can, and then we continue to to scheme plays when they're there for him, and that's the part of the game tonight that he played. He played real physical, played tough, and it was good to see.
Jeff and then Mike K.
Doug, what went into your decision to go for it on 4th and 4 rather than have Jake kick a 55-yard field goal that would have potentially tied the game?
Yeah, in that situation there, it was just a decision to go. We wanted to stay on the field. We needed to get that first down right there. Listen, I just decided to go and put the ball in our hands. Trust your players, trust the decision that I made, and you just trust the call. And guys executed extremely well, got the first down, and stayed on the field.
Mike and then Martin.
Doug, you had a lot of moving parts in the offensive line tonight. How do you think the group performed over well, and what went into the decision to have Jordan kind of handle that left tackle spot today?
Well, obviously the JP injury. Jordan's been getting a lot of reps over there at left tackle, and that's his spot. So he's been comfortable there. We've been comfortable with him there, and I thought overall he did some good things tonight. Played well. Take a look at the film and evaluate it on the way back. And we had a few extra O linemen up today in this game because there are some guys battling through some things, and I thought overall the offensive line played well. They played tough, and that's what it takes. I mean, this is a good defense that they played, a good front, and they're aggressive and they attack. And I thought our offensive line with the moving pieces and parts that we had, really stepped up and did well.
We have time for 2 more, so we'll go Martin and then Zach Berman.
Hey, Doug, kind of following up on that a little bit. I mean, did you ever picture a scenario like at this point in the season where you'd be down like 4 offensive linemen, your top 4 wide receivers would be out, and still you guys would find a way to win tonight?
You never probably think of those scenarios, and you're always trying to think positively and not negatively. And my hat's off to the guys in the locker room. They don't listen. They don't listen to the outside noise. They focus on each other. They battle every single day. They come to work every single day. They practice hard, and they come out here and compete, and that's all I can ask.
Last one here was Zach.
And so, Doug, from your perspective, what was the biggest difference with your team tonight compared to the first 3 games?
Quite frankly, we didn't talk about this being like a must win. We didn't feel the pressure of having to go out and perform, coaches and players. We just owned it, right? We just took it upon ourselves to go out and execute and just rally and support around. We knew we had some new guys in the lineup tonight, and it was going to take all guys that were dressed in uniform, to win this game against a fine opponent, and that's what they did. And they rallied, they battled. It wasn't pretty or what, but it doesn't matter. A win's a win in this league, and they're hard to come by. And for us to get the first one and get the feeling of that, gives us a little juice, a little momentum, heading into this next week.